Brand Strategy Live. Today, we're looking at my notes from the $100 million Money Models book by Alex Hormozi. And we will go line by line, deliberately, line by line, to see if we can implement or how we can implement some of the things that Alex talks about in his book, and brainstorm some ideas and look at some of the things we can execute. All right, should we get started, Erica?
Yeah.
All right, so this will be so if you scroll down, Erica, can you show like the notes? It just keeps going. So that's a lot of notes. So it's going to be maybe like a 10-part series. Like we did the closer framework. That was what, 6-part series?
6 or 7. Yeah. It was a lot.
I think it was 6-part. So this, I'm assuming it will be like a 10+ part series. All right. So let's not waste any more time. Get right into it. All right. Erica, you excited? What do you think? How are you feeling? Tell me.
Well, I'm excited. There's so much in this book.
Yeah. So
I think it's
you just went through the audiobook once, right?
Yeah.
But you just went straight through. You didn't like take any notes. Mm-hmm. What I did was I like went line by line in the audiobook. I stopped, paused, okay, this applies to our business. This could apply to our business. So I wrote it down. So I did line by line. So it took me like a month I'm guessing you finished it in like 3 days.
Yeah.
So for me,
you're making me look bad.
No, I mean, it's also because you have less time. You are the COO, right? Chief Operating Officer. So you have less time. I have a little bit more time because I'm not a COO, right? So that's, so I'm able to replicate the time to do stuff like this, shenanigans like this. Okay. All right, let's get started. So he starts by saying, he starts with a Warren Buffett quote. And he says, well, risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. So he's implying essentially, in business, you can just zoom in with your,
wasn't doing it. Oh, now it is. Okay.
Yeah. So he was saying essentially, in business, people say that business is risky, but essentially it's only risky if you're like lacking skills, you don't know what you're doing. Right. So it's pretty straightforward. Next, he talks about, so he starts by giving a money model example, like what money model is, right? So before even explaining the definition, he starts by explaining like a real world example. So this is from like a storage business, right? So you advertise the first month as free. So say you have a storage unit, right? So you are running ads and you advertise the first month as free. Then when they come in for their free month, you upsell them. Like you upsell them lock, boxes, tape, labels, markers, right? And then
basically he was saying they come in, right, and they get their free storage shed, and then you ask, well, do you have a lock for that?
Yeah, you'll need a lock, you'll need boxes to move and stuff like that. So you upsell, so you make money through upsell. You're not making any money through the first month because you gave it away for free, but you're making money through lock boxes and renting of dollies and a monthly insurance, or you can try upselling to a bigger storage unit. Or you could have like an affiliate relationship with a moving company where you can earn a commission. So that's essentially the model. You get in customers through like some kind of an attraction offer, right? Which is like a no-brainer. Like people feel stupid saying no to that offer. And then when they come in, you offer the free stuff, but then you also upsell the paid items. And a lot of people will buy some of those upsells. So that's the idea. The like overly simplified idea of what we're trying to do in this book and how we can leverage the same principle in our land investing business. Okay. So next, I think you should show as little as possible, not as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can zoom in more.
Yeah, no, as in like not from a zoom in perspective, but from a perspective of how much you scroll down. Okay. So the next item is he also says when you figure out how to make money, like how to do the upsells, downsells, and continuity offers and stuff like that. Once you know how to make like good money in one business, the skills are like transferable. Like if you are successful in running a restaurant, right? The chances are very high that if you were to start a different business, you would be successful at doing that as well, because the same principles of upsells, downsells, making offers, continuity offers, advertising, the same principles apply. Okay, so next he gives an example of like a gym business model. So he once again starts with an attraction offer, something that's very attractive and people feel stupid saying no to it. So he would advertise like a free 6-week challenge, and you keep advertising it, and he was getting like 20 leads per day for $5 per lead, and about half of the leads would show up for appointments, and then quarter of the leads would become paying customers for their $600 program, and then he would sell other upsell supplements. So he essentially was putting $1 in and get $34 out within 48 hours.
I think you need to clarify a little more how that.
Yeah, as in like he would run Facebook ads.
That's not you put $1 in and then upfront you get 34.
No, it is upfront within 48 hours.
Oh, with it.
Yeah, because he was upselling, right? Because we'll see. That's what's coming. How? Also, one caveat is that when he was doing this, the Facebook ads were also very cheap. So, I mean, if we try to replicate today, it probably won't be 34. It might be less than that. But then again, it also depends on your skill set. If you're really skilled and on how to upsell, how to do continuity offers, how to do downsells, which is all coming up, then maybe you can make 34 out of 1 hour.
Well, the one question I have about this, which I'm sure you're going to get into with your notes, is so this primary example is looking at a service model. So he has the bulk of his costs are in advertising, right? Versus real estate where you have a huge cost to acquire the property.
Right. It's not, once again, we're not, if we compare it to a real estate example, we're not counting the acquisition cost.
Right.
Right. So that's separate. That's not overcomplicated at this point, because we're just going to go on a tangent, which doesn't serve anyone. Let's discuss all the strategies. Let's jot down notes, see how we can execute, brainstorm. And at the end, if you still have outstanding doubts, then we can get into the rabbit hole. Because it doesn't make sense to go into it now, because there's just so much, because your questions might be answered by the time we reach the end.
Okay.
All right. So the next, he says...
this is how he does it.
Yeah, but this is few weeks later, right? This is not, because he talks about 30-day offers, or the revenue in 30 days. And then few weeks later, customers were upsold again. So to a yearly membership, and 66% of people took that offer, all in 30 days. So the main takeaway is like, once you have the skill set, once you know how to do upsells, because there's this right way of doing it and a wrong way of doing it. Once you know how to do it correctly, every time you talk to a customer is essentially an opportunity for you to upsell into something, right? Because upsell is essentially, we'll look into the definitions, but you're essentially solving a problem, right? It's not like just pushing random stuff on your customer, but essentially solving a very specific problem. Okay. All right. So that's like the very high level of what, just to give some context where we are going. Because it is a long road ahead, as I said, 10 plus parts. So he's just setting up like some examples so you have general context on what this book will talk about. Make sense? Should we move on? Okay. So next we have the example of what is a money model. So this is like the perfect, like for me, when I started this book, I had an idea of what a money model is, but once I understood this example, that's when I really understood what a money model is. And it's like the perfect example because everyone can relate to it. Pretty much everyone, because everyone in the US has experienced this, right? So you go to rent a car. Yeah. The first thing they will do is like, all right, do you want to upgrade your car? And do you want a luxury vehicle? Or do you want a bigger car? If you are like a family of 4, do you want an SUV instead of a sedan, right? So you can see the upsell. Those are what the upsells are, right? So vehicle upgrade, then late return upgrade, so essentially you would also see in the parentheses, they're solving problems. Every upsell these are not random. I think that's the mistake we have made in the past. But, and we need to fix that, and we'll brainstorm through those. But every upsell is solution to a problem. And that problem arose because you solved an earlier problem. So every time you make an offer, you're solving a problem. Yes? But once you solve that problem, new problems come up, right? So let's just look at very specific example. So you rent a car. But why did you rent a car? Because you're visiting a new place. Yes? Mm-hmm. So you're visiting a new place. You need a car. That's your problem. So you solve it by going online and you look at all these offers from the rental company, right? And you take one of those offers and that problem was solved, right? But when you go to the counter, the person at the counter reveals other problems that you need to solve in relation to the earlier thing that you bought. So you bought rental time on a car, right? But there are other problems. First problem could be that the car that you rented is too small. So they're offering, would you like to be more comfortable and get a bigger car, right? So like we went to Canada, like, dude, it's going to be snowing. We should upgrade to 4x4, right? We didn't think of it. We didn't even know it's going to be snowing in October, right? So that's one problem, right? Second, you have a flight, you're coming back. Do you really want to, come back right at 2 p.m. or do you want some flexibility? Maybe you can come in at 2:30, right? So late checkout. Do you want a late return upgrade? Next one, premium insurance, right? If you just get the basic insurance, then it's not going to cover liability, this and that. Do you want to upgrade for peace of mind, right? All of these problems are being solved by these upsell offers. Yeah. Next one, minimum insurance downsell. So this is a downsell. If they say, oh yeah, I don't want premium, they say, oh, how about we have another option which is much cheaper. So downsell is essentially when customer says no to your previous offer, you give them a cheaper variant of the offer, right? So you do a downsell. Next, prepaid gas, right? So you don't miss your flight. You don't spend time putting in gas, right? Where you could just zoom past in and return it empty, right? By the way, I never used to take prepaid gas. And like when I was like a
I remember.
Student, I was like, this is a scam.
Yeah, I remember you were completely against that.
Very against it. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to give them extra.
Now you always get it.
Now I always get it because now it's my time is more valuable than the extra $15, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, problems. They're solving problems. Next. So you have all these upsells. Like if you have a baby, do you want a baby seat? If they're tolls, do you want the toll automated easy pass or toll thing, right? Like you get so many upsells at the car counter. All of those are offers that solve a very specific problem. And that problem was caused by the first offer that you took, right? That's what it is. Yeah. So that's what an upsell is. Okay. So you booked the car for $19 per day, but then you ended up spending $100 per day with all the upsells, right? So 5x. So most of the car companies don't even make that much money from just offering like those lowball offers, because these are all attraction offers. Oh, rent a car for $12 per day. So very cheap. It's like, oh, that's it, $12. I'm going there for 5 days. That's $60. Mm-hmm. But then when you go to the counter, you end up spending like 3x, 4x, 5x more. So that's what it is. So another key point to note here is at the counter, since the car company sees the problems over and over again, they already know all the potential problems that renting a car initiates, right? Or spawns, right? Mm-hmm. So they already know. So they knew everything you wanted before you even asked, because that's what they're in the business for, right? So it's important, because if you don't know what are all the potential problems your customer will face, how will you create upsells? So you need to know exactly the kind of problems your customer will face. Okay. Wait, where are you going? Where are you going?
We're on this?
No, we're up. As in saying, don't rush. Go up. Okay. So they knew everything in advance. And when they asked to solve problems, you did not even know you accepted it. Because you were not even problem aware at that point, right? You were not even aware that it's going to be snowing in October in Canada, right? So you went there and they're like, it's like, bro, you don't want 4x4? It's snowing. I was like, yeah, of course I want 4x4, right? So you didn't even think of that. And then you gladly take the upsell because it's solving an important problem. Okay. So bottom line, you only paid more because it solved more problems. You didn't pay more because the salesperson was extremely charming, right? You paid more because it solved more problems and you wanted those problems solved. Right? If you don't have a baby, you're not going to get a car seat upsell. You're going to say no to it. Or they won't even offer you a car seat upsell. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Makes sense? So that's what a money model is. So essentially you attract someone for a very cheap or low rate, and then when they buy that thing, it opens up more problems, and then you upsell. And that's how you make money as a business. All right. We can scroll down now. Okay. So a money model. So now we're doing a definition. What's the definition? Like the book definition of a money model. So a money model is a sequence of offers. We saw the offers, right? Car. You went to the car rental company, right? They made offer 1, offer 2, offer 3, offer 4, offer 5, offer 6. Sequence of offers. And if you say no, they'll do a downsell offer, right? So offer 5A, 5B, 6, 6A, 6B, 7, 8, 9A, 9B. So whenever you say no to an offer, they can also downsell you. So you find every opportunity to solve a customer's problem and then offer to solve them. Yes? Mm-hmm. A money model has many offers in a very specific... What's going on?
Nothing.
What happened?
Nothing.
I don't think we should be opening that, right? It's going to slow everything down.
Okay.
Are you bored?
I'm not bored.
So yeah, let's stay on track. Because this is how you should be thinking about how to apply in your own business, right? At this point. If all of this is obvious to you, it's still not obvious for our team and others who will be watching this, right? So maybe you can contribute to the discussion as opposed to being bored.
I didn't say I was bored.
Okay. All right. So a money model has many offers in a specific order. If you offer the right thing when the customer realizes they need it, you can make as many offers as you like. This is important. Erica, I want to stress this, that we had this discussion earlier, back in the day when we did not know too much about the money models. We just know what an upsell is, and we didn't have a complete understanding of it. And I think it was you or someone else who said, well, but aren't that too many offers? And the answer is no. You can make as many offers as you like, as long as they're solving a real customer problem and customer realizes it, that they need it, hopefully at the right time. Okay. So the rental company thought of every nuance, every problem, then made the solution available to the customer. They offered solutions for higher fees, hassles you might have later, for smaller fees and total right now, right? So they're offering insurance for $20 per day extra, but if you don't take insurance, it might cost you like $15,000, right? Mm-hmm. So they offered solutions for higher fees and hassles you might have later, for smaller fees and total right now. So $19 per day original cost ballooned to $100 per day, and you paid more money faster. That's another important point. We're trying to boost our 30-day money that comes back within 30 days so we can redeploy it in getting more customers. That's the important point, because we see this problem in our business as well, where we'll sell something on terms, but they pay like $500 down and $499 per month, right? But we bought the property for like $10,000. So the money is stuck, right? We should have the ability to get as much money back within the first 30 days. So upselling is one of the opportunities, right? Upselling, downselling, and all the other things we're going to look at. That's how you make more money upfront so you can redeploy it. Okay. So what's a good money model? A good money model makes you get paid faster so you don't run out of money. That's like the main problem. That's exactly like the main problem we have, right? Is selling on owner financing, you run out of capital, right? So this is like the exact thing we need to implement in our business to solve that. Okay, so the author likes to cover the cost of the customer in 30 days because you can get like interest-free money in form of a credit card in 30 days. So 30 days is just like an arbitrary number. Like the idea is to get money back as quickly as possible. You don't have to wait 30 days. You can get it back. Like if it's a cash sale, you're getting money up front.
Yeah.
Right? So the idea is 30 days is like the max, like some hard line, and try to recoup all the costs.
But you really think it's possible with owner financing given the high cost to acquire?
Yes, of course.
You'd need to get like the equivalent of 50% down.
No, but you're missing the point. That is exactly the point you're missing. Because the money is not coming from the product you're selling. The money is coming from the upsells. Right? If you say, all right, we're gonna offer you a problem, like XYZ problem, doesn't matter. Say they want a septic system installed, right? And they say, all right, how about we take care of everything? We'll get the permits, we'll get the septic tank installed, and it's $20,000 upfront. And they say, yeah, I don't have time, just take care of it. I know you're charging me double of what it'll cost, but just take care of it. Then it's solved. Like I know it's unlikely scenario, but that's how we need to think. What are the problems we can solve for our customers so that increases our 30-day profits?
We might have an avatar problem too, because people who are
once again, let's stay focused on the scope. Avatar is out of scope for this discussion, right? Mm-hmm. Right now, our main goal is to figure out how to do upsells, right? Because our avatar is what our avatar is at this point. Changing the avatar is a separate conversation. Like you're targeting different types of properties, you're targeting different states, counties, and that's not the scope of this discussion. We're talking about for our current avatar and the properties we sell on owner financing, how do we increase our 30-day profits? That's the scope of this discussion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that scope is clearly defined, because then we don't go off track. Because yeah, we could talk about changing the avatar, but then that's like, that has nothing to do with this money model, right? Money model is you already have your avatar defined, which it is for our case. And right now the problem is that we sell on owner financing 500 down, 500 per month, and that's not enough money to recoup our capital investment and advertising costs, right? That's the problem we're trying to solve. So if we have the right skill set and we really understand our avatar, irrespective of whether they can afford it or not, that's not our judgment to make. We just try it, right? And if we make good offers and we're solving real life problems that they care about, then even though we don't get 100% of our money back within 30 days, we can at least increase from getting 10% back to like maybe 40% back or 30% back. And that will help a lot as well in terms of business scalability, right? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep moving. All right. If you make more offers, people buy them, you make more money. So once again, if you are selling a property, right? You're selling XYZ county, 5 acres in XYZ county, right? You sell the property, they put $500 down, 1,000 down, 1,000 per month, or 500 down, 500 per month. You just made one offer and they took your offer, right? But if you were to make 10 offers, the first offer of the property, then 9 additional offers. Oh, would you like to buy the drone package that comes with it? Would you like to help us clear your land? We can hire someone on, find a contractor, hire them, do the cleaning, send you photos of before and after, right? That could be one of the upsells, right? Or like extension of guarantees. There's so many things you could do. Like there is no limit to how many problems you can solve, but it needs to be a real problem that the customer wants solved, right? So it needs to be the right match. That's what we need to figure out. And that comes with testing, right? We make an offer, we make 10 offers, and the person says 10 no to all 10. And then we also ask them why they are saying no. We better understand our avatar, right? And the next time we can tweak the offers. Next person we make offers, they say something, we keep on incorporating the feedback, and within like 3 months we'll have the perfect upsell offers. That's the idea here. Like we're not going to go in and like, oh, we understand exactly what problems they're facing. Well, we make some assumptions, we execute, get feedback, and iterate. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And as the time passes, those offers become better. That's the idea. All right. So in general, the more offers you make, right? Because the worst thing that can happen is people will say no. That's it. What else are they going to say? Oh, well, would you like us to hire a perk guy? No. Would you like to buy the drone package? No. Right? Mm-hmm. At least we made offers and someone might say yes. Right? And if they do, then it's like a drone package. We already have all the files and everything. We just need to upload to Dropbox, make a link for them. It's like a little bit of work, and then we all profit, right? Mm-hmm. So that's how you boost it. Okay, and we'll look at tons and tons of examples coming up. Can you go back up? There's no need to rush, right, Erica? There's absolutely no need to rush. Because, can you flip the phone as well? We really need to understand, and it's not just for you and me, Erica, it's for our team and for the people watching. I don't want to rush. I just want whoever watches this to just really understand the concept, right? Break it down at the very lowest level. So even if English is not their first language, they're able to understand it. Or maybe they're in a different country, they're able to understand it. Yeah, that's my goal. Okay. So the next item is if you make more money, you can use it to get more customers. So that's another thing he mentions, that when you get more money upfront from the customers, the idea is you use that money to improve your product and services, not to like buy another house, because then it's defeating the purpose, right? The idea is to scale so you can make your product and service even better and surprise and delight even more customers. That's the idea of why you're bringing those profits up front. If they give you their money faster, the faster you can get more customers and stay profitable.
No, Harpreet's here.
Oh, Harpreet is here. Hold on, Harpreet. Hang on. Hang on, Harpreet. Hang on. All right.
I thought you said no sound effects.
Well, air horn is an important sound effect. Okay. So if they give you their money faster, the faster you can get more customers and stay profitable. Makes sense? That's, yeah? Yes, Erica?
Yeah.
If you make your customers 2 times more valuable, you get 2 times more customers and 2 times faster, your business grows 8 times faster. Right? 2 times 2 times 2. Yes? And if you get it 3 times faster, then your business grows 27 times faster. And that's the reason why the author was able to accumulate wealth so fast, right? Because he figured out how to do, like, he literally made like a new customer, he would make like 20 offers within the span of like 30 days, right? It's just like overly simplifying it, right? So you have 2 gyms. One gym makes 1 offer to a customer for 30 days. And then you have the author who makes 20 offers to every customer, right? And of course, some people take some offers, other people take other offers, and it accumulates, right? You're making more and more money, and he doesn't take that money out and spend it on himself. He reinvests it back into the product and services. He makes the product and services better. That allows him to upsell even more stuff, right? It's like a virtuous cycle that keeps on growing and keeps on increasing your profits. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving. All right. So there are 4 types of offer that make money models. There are only 4. That's the good part. It's not complicated. There are only 4. So he repeats this point over and over again. Making 1 offer works better than 0, and making many offers work better than 1. Exactly what I just said, right? If Gym A is making 1 offer and Gym B is making 20 offers, Gym B will always be ahead of Gym A, right? So it's the same thing with land investing, right? Someone who is executing strategy like ours, like selling on owner financing, primarily on owner financing, if land investing company A makes 1 offer per customer and land investing company B makes 20 offers per customer, land investing company B will always be ahead. Always. It's just simple math, right? More offers you make, more people will say yes. Okay. So combining offers in a sequence makes a money model. So making all those 12 offers is what he calls a money model. So there are only 4 types. First is attraction offer. Second is upsell offer. Third is downsell offer. And 4th is continuity offer. That's it. There are only 4 types. Super easy. It's not that complicated. Okay. So all of these 4 offers, they improve the money model, but they do it differently. So they have a very specific purpose, and we'll do a very deep dive on every type of offer. And he says they work great on their own, like you can only use 1 type. But if you combine all 4, it's gonna make a business stoppable. Like right now, I mean, we just started doing some upsells. We just started doing some downsells. We did not have a continuity offer, right? And our attraction offer was kind of not very solid either, right? And like if you go back 6 months, we didn't have any of those offers. We only had one offer: buy the property.
Well, we've had an attraction offer for a while.
No, attraction offer is the attraction. Okay, we'll get into attraction offer, but the question is how strong.
Yeah.
Right? How strong was the attraction offer? Was it strong?
Well,
Or was it not strong?
when it was $1 down, that was
right. Yeah. Well, I mean, you could debate you're doing $1 down, but that's like,
I mean, there are downsides to that.
yeah,
Of course.
there are downsides to it. But the point is, every successful business, if you want to scale, you need all four types. Yeah.
Yeah.
Attraction, upsell, downsell, continuity.
Okay.
All right. So let's get into attraction offers. So at this point, to summarize, everyone who has watched the last, 38 minutes.
Now we're already 38 minutes in.
Wow, that's felt like 10 minutes. So everyone who has watched the last 38 minutes, so pretty much Harpreet, understands what a money model is, right? Sequence of offers, and there are only four kinds of offers. And now we're going to do a deep down on the first type of offer, which is an attraction offer. So the purpose of an attraction offer is to generate leads and convert them into customers. That's it. You're making an offer so good, people feel stupid saying no to it. So if they're feeling stupid saying no to it, that means you're converting leads to customers. Yeah. So they turn advertising into money by offering something free or at a discount. So the reason it's called attraction is because it's literally attracting people, right? Because you're either offering something for free or you're offering something for like a deep discount, like $1 down or $1.99 down, something like that, right? That's just an example. But yeah, so that's the idea of an attraction offer, or buy one, get two free kind of thing, right? The reason we do this is because everyone wants a great deal, right? If you see like an Apple iPhone selling for 70% off, even if you don't need another one, you'll be like, I think I need to upgrade, right? Because it's just such a attractive offer, right? But then Apple might be like, well, you get 70% off on like last year's edition, and it only has 8 gigs of space, blah blah blah. But you can upgrade to this year's edition, right? So they can do like an upsell like that. So that would be like an example of an attraction offer. Okay. So in a great deal, customer gets far more value than the price they pay, right? So does that still work for $1 down? I don't know. Because they're getting more value? I guess they're getting value in the fact that they don't have to pay upfront.
Right.
Right. Okay. Something to think about. So we can. So after we do finish the attraction offer, we'll go to ChatGPT and brainstorm. Do a brainstorming session on what kind of offers we can make. So the workshop part of this session is coming. So we're not just gonna discuss theory. We'll also do the workshop where we come up with brainstorm ideas. Okay. Strangers can only take your word on the value, but they absolutely understand the price, right? So you could say, oh yeah, we'll take care of you, this and that, satisfaction guaranteed, this and that, right? I mean, anyone can say that. But if you say, well, I'm offering 30-minute massage for $1, everyone understands the price. They say, oh, it's only $1, right? Okay. So for that reason, discounts make anything a great deal to just about anyone, because everyone understands a great deal, like even if they don't speak English, right? If they speak Spanish, right? If you advertise a property that goes for $20,000 and you're selling it for $9,000, it doesn't matter, right? You will attract people. And that's another reason why people who get started in land investing, like right away, I tell them like you have to offer discounts, especially in the beginning, because you don't have a brand behind you. So you can attract, right? Because everyone understands a good deal is a good deal. And they are willing to overlook the fact that you don't have a brand or you haven't been doing like a business for a long time. Okay. The greater the discount, the better the deal. The greatest discount of all being free. So another note he mentions is like author uses free or $1 interchangeably, because they're like sometimes like us, when we use a contract, we cannot say free because there needs to be a dollar amount.
Right.
So it could be $1. So that's why $1 down. The idea is to discount the product to some level, even same. Wait, what? They all discount the product to some level, even if you discount it to 100%. Yeah, so he's talking about free. So how do you make money by offering free stuff, Erica?
Buy one, get one free.
How do you make money by offering free stuff?
You have a second offer, or like the buy one, get one free, where
upsells. You can do upsells.
People
Yeah.
end up buying additional stuff.
Right. So people look at one thing and then buy another by accident all the time, right? They will be like, oh, they're offering, like, you know, like Costco or like malls. You go to mall and they're like, oh, you want like free sample of like something, like an ice cream or whatever, right? And then they're like, oh, this is cool. And then they go into the store and then buy it. Like that's an attraction offer, right? Yeah, so attraction offers get them to do people to buy stuff on purpose. Okay. So what's a better deal than free stuff?
More free stuff.
Yeah, you're just reading my notes, Erica. These notes are supposed to be just for me. So a better deal than free stuff is like more and better free stuff. So one free thing is awesome, but two free things is even better. So if you say, all right, if you buy this ice cream, I'll give you 2 chocolate bars for free, right? Stuff like that. To get those 2 free things, you have to buy one, right? Buy one, get 2 free. That's how you make money on the free stuff. So this is also an example of the first example that we looked at the top when we started this. So they were advertising free first month storage, right?
Right.
So they came in for the free first month storage, but then they're like, well, you can have the free first month storage, but do you have your own lock? Like we have big locks that you need. If you just use like a small one, anyone can break it. We have like professional quality locks, and then they spend $20, $30 on a lock. And then, you know, they upsell, well, you need dollies to move stuff from your truck. You want to rent them? It's like $20 per hour, right? So you upsell. So the way you make free stuff, or the way you make money on free stuff is you have them buy other stuff that they'll need. Okay. 5 ways to make money by offering free stuff. So now we started with what a money model is. Then we looked at the money model comprises of 4 different offers: attraction offer, upsell offer, downsell offer, and continuity offer. So within attraction offer, there can be like an unlimited amount of attraction offers. But in this book, he covers 5. So we will be looking at 5 attraction offers. Yes? Once again, these are not the only 5 attraction offers. These are just the 5 he picked because that can be applied across lots of businesses. So these are his like top favorites. So number 1 is what we're going to look at is win your money back offer. Number 2 is giveaways. Number 3 is decoy offer. Number 4 is buy X, get Y free. Number 5 is pay less now or pay more later. So those are the 5 attraction offers we're going to cover in this book. Make sense? Mm-hmm. All right. Let's move down. Okay. So number 1, win your money back offer, right? So what does that mean? So if you do X or achieve Y within Z days, you can get it for free. So essentially pay now with a chance to get your money back later. So how did the author use this? So the author will say, if you come in, so the author was doing like the 6-week challenge, right? So author said, if you come into my gym and you work out for 6 weeks, you join all the classes, you follow the diet, and you lose at least 3 pounds, and at the end of the 6 weeks, you can have the $600 back, what you paid, right? So win your money back offer. So the author used it in private training, group training, and nutrition coaching. It worked so well that author started adding to the ads for new customers. And
I think you're missing one of the key parts in the story he was using behind this is that it was actually something a customer asked for because it incorporated an accountability aspect. So it actually, in the context of gym and a service product, it actually helped the customers be more successful. Right.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, it is designed with the customer in mind, right? Because it's a win-win for everyone, right? Because if they actually do achieve, you did help them and they got their money back, they're more likely to be like, all right, what's next? What other programs you have, right? And then that's when the author will upsell them more stuff. But you also build so much goodwill by that point, right? Okay, so the CAC, which is cost of acquiring a customer, went down and the leads exploded. Because who is gonna say no? If someone wants to be in shape and want to lose weight, and they saw that offer that for $600 for 6-week challenge, so it's limited amount, so it's not asking for like a 2-year commitment, it's just asking for a 6-week commitment, so it's fast, and I get my money back. A lot of people took that offer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so here's how it works. So we're gonna go into the nitty-gritty of how win your money back offer works. So step 1, you set a goal for the customer and tell them how to reach it. Yes? You set a goal, all right, you have to lose 3 pounds in 6 weeks, and you have to come in every day or come in every other day. You need to join those classes for 2 or 1 hour per day, and then you need to make sure you follow this diet, blah, 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 right? So you're setting a goal and you're telling them how to reach it. If they reach it, they qualify to get their money back, or they can use it as a score credit. So if you don't want to like outright offer cash back, an alternative would be to just give them as a store credit. It's not as powerful, but it is still better than charging upfront.
Could we do something like a 5-month challenge? You make all your payments on time.
And then you give them the land for free.
Not the land free, but you give.
Win your money back. We did something already. We were like, if you pay off the loan within 1 year, we give 5% of your money back. We already implemented this.
Yeah, I think we could implement a better version.
Yeah, of course. There's always room to make it better.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? How will you make that better?
Well, this would be tied to making your payments on time.
Okay.
So do it for the first year or first 6 months. We give you 1 month back, something like that.
Okay. 1 month back. That'll be an accounting nightmare though.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah. I mean, we could also increase, say, like if you pay it off within 6 months. Right now we have like, if you pay it off within 6 months, you get 5% back. If you pay off within 1 year, you get 2.5% back. Right. It's something. It could be improved. We could make it more dramatic.
We could.
Drama. We could make it more dramatic with like, get 10% back or 15% back. Whoa. Okay. How's that for a soundtrack, Erica? It's been very quiet in the background. Okay, let's keep moving. So yeah, you set a goal for the customer. If they reach it, they qualify to get their money back or get a store credit. And this grew Authors Gym better than any other offer. So you to get your money back, the customer has three options. Get results. They bet on their ability to reach the goal. They take actions. You hold them accountable for doing actions instead of getting results. Right? So you say, all right, you have to attend all the sessions. You have to attend all the calls. You have to log your process. You have to take pictures. You have to do assigned homework. Right? And they're betting on their ability to follow instructions. Right? Give them drone photos, videos of the lot for 1 year anniversary. Well, but then they're not getting their money back, right?
Yeah,
That might be
that's
a
a little
different.
different.
Yeah, there'll be a different. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that is a good, like another way of doing it, but it's not. It doesn't classify under get your money back.
I mean, we could, with this model, it might, well, with the idea of giving you payoff in a year, we give you your money back. It might actually, the more dramatic version probably works better with our old model where the owner financing price was a little higher than the cash price. So then if we have this challenge and we say you actually pay it off in the first year, they end up getting the cash price. So they get 15% back. Something like
Well, before when you were not charging interest, the problem was people kept on just doing partial payments because they're like, there's no interest, there's no urgency to pay. Because if there's interest, it forces them to pay faster, right? So pros and cons. All right.
I mean, you could still have the owner financing price be a little higher.
But then you can charge interest, right? You're going to charge more money for owner financing and you're going to charge interest.
I mean, the interest rate would have to be lower, but...
I mean, interest rate is already negotiable. It depends on their down payment, right? Low, high is all dependent on them. Okay. And let's stick to the scope. We're focusing on to win your money back. There are a lot of different types of offers. So we're just beginning. This is like the scratching the surface. We're going to go very, very deep. So we'll see a lot of different examples, a lot of different types. So yeah, just stay tuned. Okay. To win your money back, the customer needs to bet on their ability to reach the goal. They need to take, you have to hold them accountable for doing actions instead of getting results. They have to attend all the sessions. They are betting on their ability to follow instructions, and they are betting on their ability to follow instructions and your ability to get them results, right? So get results, take actions, and then actions and results. To make this work, you have to make the results and actions simple to track. Yeah?
Yeah.
So like logging in an app or something that's easy to track. Otherwise, it's hard. Like if you say, well, send me a handwritten note every day, that's going to be hard to track, especially if there are like multiple people. Okay. Next. So now we're looking at examples. So this is a B2C, business to direct to consumer offer. So free 28-day blueprint. So you deposit X dollars and get it all back if you attend all the consulting calls, post your progress in the group once per week, journal daily in our app, attend your feedback session and transformation session. Yeah? And then author says, hint, the calls and meetings becomes opportunities to make more offers. Because if you are giving their money back and you're not upselling them on anything, you're not making any money. Right?
Right.
So those calls and meetings become opportunities to make more offers, solve more problems for the customer. Right? So a example would be like, you're teaching them how to trade in stocks, right? For example. So the program costs $2,000. It's like 28-day program. and you're saying if you do all these actions at the end of 28 days, we'll give you back your $2,000. But you need to do all of these, right? But then one of the actions is to meet with you every Friday at 4 p.m., right? And then every Friday at 4 p.m., you talk to them and you're like, all right, so how's it going? You're happy. All right, so it's working. You're making money. So how about I have an advanced strategy product. Would you be interested in joining that? It's once per month. We have everyone there is making X amount, right? So you upsell them into the next thing and try to solve their problem, right? If they're like, oh yeah, I can execute the basic strategies, but how about advanced ones? How about like being part of a community, right? Those things you can upsell. Okay, so the next example is 5 customers in 5 days free challenge. So you deposit X dollars and get it all back if you send 100 messages a day. That should be 100, not $100. 100 messages a day, report stats on messages, attend daily trainings, post finished homework in group, and attend 5-day consulting call. Right? So once again, in the calls, you offer more, better, or new products or services, and you upsell. The whole, spoiler alert, every example we're going to look at it's all about upselling stuff. So upselling is how you make money. If I always like, whenever I get confused, and some of the examples do get a little bit complicated. And whenever I get confused, I always go back to the car rental example to understand, right? Because that's such a beautiful offer. Like, right? Car rental, like it's so easy to understand. Like, no?
Yeah. Well, we haven't gotten to the physical product yet.
Okay, so this is the physical product example. You put 1 million miles on your car and you get a free car.
I mean, if we wanted to do something like that, we could say you actually build a home on the property.
And then what?
Then we'll credit your purchase price to your next property. So you basically get the property for free.
But why would you do that? Where are the upsell opportunities? This is not it's not a charity case. So you need to counter that. Yeah, okay, fine. You're going to give them a free property.
But where are the upsell here? This is an attraction offer. It's about bringing people in, right?
No, but in this case, you're crediting the purchase price towards the next car. So in your example, you'll be crediting, say, 50% of the land value towards the next land purchase. Yeah. But if they already built a house on the land they bought from you, why would they buy another land? It's like offering steak after you just had steak. It makes no sense. This one is different because after you do drive 1 million miles, you need another car. In your example, you don't need more land if you already built a house on it. So it needs to make logical sense. Right? Right?
Yeah. I mean, you might want more land. It's an investment or...
Yeah, but it's not as powerful as like... Because this is like, you drove 1 million miles. It's already like a PR thing. You bought Tesla and you drove it 1 million miles. It's already like, you stayed loyal. You already went through to the service center, Tesla service center. Something broke, you went to Tesla. They already made money from the upsells on the service center. In your case, if you just sell land, you are not upselling anything, right? That's a broken money model, right? So the whole point of money model is there are good money models and there are bad money models. For a money model to be good, you need to be making money, solving more customer problems. In your case, you're not solving more customer problems, right? So
what about if you pay a certain amount extra from your monthly payments for 6 months in a row, then we give you 1 month's payment back, something like that?
Yeah. I mean, once again, I understand you're thinking of attraction offer, but you also need to follow it up with some kind of an upsell for the money model to actually work. The goal is to move money forward, right? To increase our 30-day profits, right? So it's not just about, oh, they gave away a car, so we're going to give away land, but it's a completely different use case. They're making money from the car. They're making money from the service center visits. They're making money. They're going to make money at the end because the PR stunt itself saved them so much advertising costs, right? So we need to think of better examples where we're actually solving problems and have upsell opportunities along the way. All right, let's keep moving. All right. So, so the attraction offer and using it across thousands and thousands of gyms have generated like over $1 billion in sales. So he's saying once you have a good attraction offer, it works really well and you can keep on replicating it, right? So if we come up with a good offer and, we can keep replicating it in different markets, right? If it works in Florida, it's going to work in California. It's going to work in Missouri, kind of thing. Okay. So win your money back offers works with new customers, current customers, and previous customers. Were you going to say something? Or?
Well, for the win cash back, what if instead of win cash back, it's you pay off in 6 months, you get all your interest back?
What's the upsell?
Well, what's our current upsell?
Well, right now, that's what I'm saying. The current, I don't think it's a good money model right now. We need to improve it. Right now, the intention was just to bring the cash forward. And that's actually one of the other examples that comes later. It was not an attraction. This is not an attraction offer. Getting them to pay sooner is not an attraction offer.
Okay. Well, all right. Maybe there are two parts to it. One is make the current offer more appealing. We know people don't really like interest, so maybe saying we give you all your interest back, that would be more appealing. But then, we also have to think of how to tie it to an upsell.
You give the interest back or you give 5% back. What difference does that make?
I think it would sound better if we say we give your interest
because
back.
Some people don't even understand like how much interest they're paying. Like it might not be because you're making them compute. Like I don't know how much interest I'm paying like on my loans, right?
I just know that's most people don't like interest.
Most people don't like paying at all. They just want the land for free.
I mean, I think we should think about that as a potential.
Pay early, you get 50% off next parcel. Yeah. That is Harpreet nailed it. Hold on, Harpreet. Hold on. Hang on, Harpreet.
Nice job.
Harpreet nailed it because then you are upselling them into the next property.
That I don't think that's strong enough.
That's not strong enough, but that's a better example than just giving them free money. The whole point.
Or we have your interest rate on your second.
Dude, I don't know why interest rate because interest rate essentially is an upsell. It is an upsell payment if you think about it. Because we right now we have tied it to like if you make higher down payment, we give you a lower interest rate. So that's boosting our 30-day profits. We're giving away future money to make more money upfront, right? So if you just keep on giving away, we already have a play tied to the interest rate. So if you're adding another factor on top of it, then our first play weakens.
I'm talking about for your second property.
But then again, the second property, they also have to make a down payment, and then you're weakening the interest rate play, right? Because then they're like, well, why so my interest rate is half now, so why would I pay more down payment? Right?
Okay.
I think you might be overthinking on the interest rate because it's already tied to the down payment. So I don't think we should muck around with it. And we also know that it's easy to explain and it works. I think we should think about solving the next problem. Just like Harpreet said, maybe we like, all right, next property, we can give you doc fee off, right? Because then The interest rate is already tied to a play, so that stays as is. We don't confuse the customer, and we just give them the doc fee off or something else. We will do XYZ, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure that's not really
Yeah,
strong.
no, doc fee itself is not a strong enough offer.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do a bundle where doc fee is one of those things. Once again, all of this will naturally fit into play. We're just on attraction offers right now, right? So the one that we're using right now is $1 down just to attract people, to look at our properties and see that it's very affordable. It can be better. We'll look at it. We'll work with ChatGPT. That's the workshop portion of the live stream. And I mean, obviously, we're not going to be able to get to it in this live stream because we're already 1 hour, 9 minutes in. But on the next one, maybe we can cover that if we can finish all the theoretical portion. Okay, let's keep moving. So no, go up. So win your money back works with new customers, current customers, or previous customers. It's not just about new customers. It keeps motivation during the early pains of learning. So this is especially true for like a course or a mentorship, right? Or like a mastermind where someone is learning a new skill and they're tied to, I'm going to get my money back if I deliver on all of this. So the motivation stays high. I don't know if it directly applies to our use case, right? Because they're not learning, they're just buying land. So once again, there are lots of examples. Not everything will apply to ours, but we still keep on brainstorming to see if it does apply. How will we execute it? Okay. Author has not seen a better way of setting up a program for results, a true win-win, right? Win your money back. Like you can think about it. It's a very attractive offer. But you can only make that offer, once again, you can only make that offer if you have upsells. Otherwise, you're just giving away everything for free, which makes the business will be out of business, right? It's not a money model if you only have one offer. You need a sequence of offers. That's what a money model is. Okay, so have an upsell ready to apply their winnings to. So if they win, you're like, all right, so would you like to apply this $2,000 credit to the next thing, which is $5,000 kind of thing? Okay. When you give satisfied customers a follow-up offer, you make plenty of profit. If the customer is satisfied, they said, all right, so the goal is to lose 3 pounds within 6 weeks. You just have to follow all of these instructions. They do all the exercise. They follow the plan. At the end, they lost 5 pounds. They're happy. If you're going to make an upsell offer, very high likelihood they're going to say yes, because you just proved that your method works. Right? So that's why it's so powerful. So in his experience, usually only 10% of people who go through the thing and they achieve the results and they're like, yeah, that's fine. I don't want to lose more weight or something like that. So only 10% of people will be like, all right, just give me my money back. The rest 90% will take some kind of upsell. Or some of them might be like, oh, no, that's enough kind of thing. If you don't want to offer cashback, you can also offer store credit. So that's another option, and just not as strong. If a customer asks for a refund, you just give it to them. You don't want to unnecessarily fight with them because your attraction offer is already so strong. There's no need to, just get a new customer. Okay. So the next section talks about how do you create your win your money back criteria. So a good criteria should be easy to track, and train them on exactly what they need to do. Make criteria likely to get them to get their desired results. So whatever the best customers do to get the best results, make everyone do it. So if it's like land investing, you need to participate in at least 15 auctions per month, right? Make them do that. If you are in gym and people who lose 3 pounds, they show up in the gym every day and spend at least 45 minutes. Make that the criteria. Okay. Advertise the business part of your criteria. So posting about their participation, tagging in social media, referring, leaving reviews, and testimonial. Okay, so you also make that part of the criteria. That after you finish, you're going to leave a review. That's part of the criteria. So even if they get their money back, they at least left us a review or a testimonial. Okay. How you apply store credit. Make the customers win their money back, offer to apply it over a long period or bulk package. Right? So it'll be like example. So if you're like, oh, you're not gonna win the money back, we're gonna apply it to as a store credit. So if you're upselling them into a $5,000 thing, don't just say, all right, I'll give you 2,000 back and you just pay me 3,000. You can like spread it across a year, right? So you say, all right, I'm gonna apply $100 off every month, kind of thing. Offer to apply to something that costs more than their winnings. This keeps customer engaged and makes you more money. Yeah, obviously. You're not gonna apply $2,000 credit to another offer of also 2,000. Then you're not making any money. The next offer needs to be higher. Okay, examples. Your product costs $200 per month. Customer wins $600 credit. Avoid giving them 3 months free upfront. Instead, apply $600 over 12 months. So it's a $50 per month credit. Now they only pay $150 per month. Yeah. They can use the credit however they want, but recommend above first. If they ask for upfront, tell them people fall off if they don't pay something. Right? If they say, oh, no, I'm not gonna, don't spread it out over 12 months. I want my credit upfront. And then you explain, well, we can apply it, but we have seen people who apply credit upfront, they don't stay motivated and they fall off. A discount over the long haul keeps them engaged over the long haul, which makes sense. All right. So all meetings and calls provide opportunities to make more offers. We discussed this briefly before, but you're making check-in meetings part of your win your money back criteria. So when you make all meetings required to get your money back, it essentially gives you opportunities to do upsells. So beyond helping them succeed, they are the best opportunities to make upsell offers. It's like leasing a phone from T-Mobile. You turn in an old phone. Oh yeah, because it is. You say, oh, you bring back your old phone, and then we'll give you some credit. And oh, that's good. Hold on, Harpreet.
Nice job.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So that's a good example. Okay. What's next, Erica? Where were we?
We're at make check-in meetings part of your win your money back criteria.
Yeah. Make check-in meetings. Make all meetings required. Best opportunities to make upsell. Offer what makes sense based on their feedback. Offer what makes sense based on their feedback. Oh, I see. Okay. So if you have, say, 10 offers, you could make.
You're not going to make all 10.
You're not going to make all 10. You're going to based on what they want.
Right.
If they say, oh, I want Pilates classes or I want to do yoga classes, you're not going to offer them like high resistance or like HIIT training, right? They're like, all right, I can offer you 10 pack. I can apply the $600 discount towards this credit towards a 10 pack of yoga classes, kind of something like that. Example, author had 3 appointments. One was for nutrition orientation, which is before picture where author will make supplement offers. So they'll be like, well, you're working this hard. You want to make sure you take whey protein with it, right? And then sell the whey protein. Second would be progress check-in, where author will make the membership offer. Well, you're working so hard. Clearly you have lost 2 pounds. I think it makes sense to join like a 12-month membership. And the third is like transformation feedback. So after pictures, author will make the membership offer again. If they already bought it, he will offer a discount if they prepaid the year. Right? So the thought process is always how to pull the money forward. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next. How much is left? Let's do how much is left in this section. Oh, we're at the summary already.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So we'll be done in we'll be done in the next 10-15 minutes.
Okay.
So there will be a 1.5 hour session. That's perfect. Length.
Yeah, I think that's a good
That's a good
of
length.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this might end up being a 20-part series, but that's...
No, it could be 100 part.
Yeah,
The
that's
important thing is whoever watches it, gets the maximum value out of it. Just like so much maximum value that, they hit the subscribe button. Hold on.
Wah, wah.
Wah or
Ba-dum.
laugh. Oh yeah, a rim shot. I actually removed the rim shot. I thought I had a laughter track though. Where is the laughter track, Erica?
Yeah. I am still, for some reason, I'm really struggling to figure out how to apply it appropriately to land.
No, that's the workshop.
Yeah.
That's the workshop section, which will be the next session.
Okay.
We'll do it tomorrow.
Okay.
We can do it tomorrow in the afternoon. Or early morning. Maybe not super early, but like morning.
We could do it. Yeah, we could do it
Okay.
tomorrow.
All right. Let's
Because we also moved the other one.
Yeah, the
right?
other one is
So-
at 5 p.m. now. All right, let's keep moving. So make everyone a winner. So promote and sell it back as if they'll only get it back. Wait, what? Promote and sell it back as if they will only get it back if meet the criteria. But halfway through, make the next offer as if they've already won. Oh yeah, so don't wait till the end. If they're making good progress, like
That ties into this, right? Progress check-in.
yeah,
the membership offer.
yeah, exactly. You don't have to wait till the end. You can make an offer beforehand. Once again, going back to the original point, the more offers you make, the more money you make, right? So don't wait till the end to make offers. Make offers during regular check-ins. Wait, can you go up? Okay. You lower the customer's anxiety about failing and you keep them longer. I know you're trying to hit the short-term goal, but what's your long-term goal? So you get that it's not just about the short-term program, but we want to get you long-term results. To show you how much I want to hit your long-term goal, I'll credit this program toward the next one, whether you hit the short-term goal or not. How does that sound? Then you sign them up for the long-term thing before they even finish. So you start making offers beforehand. Okay. At the end of the program, let the losers win. If someone refuses your first upsell and fails the challenge, you can still upsell them. Like act like they won. Don't worry about it. You started. That's the biggest victory. Even though you didn't hit your short-term goal, you met ours, which is finishing what you started. To show we are in this for the long haul, we'll credit your entire deposit for staying with us long term. That way you can still win your money back and still hit your goal. How does that sound? They'll love you for it. We don't make a customer to make a sale. We make sales to get customers. Can you explain that, Erica?
Yeah, you want a long-term relationship, right? You're trying to keep people
forever. Yeah, you don't make customers to make a sale. You make sales to get customers, as in like you keep them forever.
Yeah.
You don't want just.
So the goal, of course, is it's not just to make money, right? You're making the customer happy. That ties back to the idea that offers are about solving problems.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. You solve problems. It's just like a rental company. You pay for it and you don't feel bad because you're like, oh, all right, well, I did choose prepaying for gas, right? So, even if it's not at empty, you still like, you prepay for it. It was your decision. So you don't feel bad spending money.
Although you used to hate doing that.
Yeah, because, I didn't have a lot of money and I was like, well, I had more time than money, right? So, you have to make decisions based on whether you have more time or you have more money.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the scarcer resource?
Yeah.
Scarcer? Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Scarcer.
Yeah. Okay.
The more scarce.
Yeah, more
resource.
scarce. All right. So summary. Win your money back is magical for businesses that require customers to put in continuous effort to get their ideal outcome. So that might be the reason that it might not be the best attraction offer for us.
Yeah, this is,
And
I guess
we
that's
kind
why I'm struggling with, because I remember when I listened to the audiobook, I kind of wrote off this one because I felt like
But we're already using it.
But I do
way.
feel like if we work hard enough, we can figure out a way to make it.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's the next session, right? We're going to do workshop. We're going to work with ChatGPT to see if
something tied to on-time payments or, I guess a better version of what we have.
Yeah, better version of what we have. We'll work with ChatGPT in the next session. So that's the point of it. So we do first we do the theoretical session, which we're doing right now, which is brainstorming. And then we do the workshop session where we work with ChatGPT and say, all right, give me 20 ideas on how to implement this. And then we discuss pros and cons and see if it works or not. That will be the workshop session. Okay, which is next, tomorrow. Okay, so summary. Win Your Money Back is magical for businesses that require customers to put in continuous effort to get their ideal outcome. Makes sense. You get loads of upfront cash. You get more customers to say yes. You get massive results for your customers. You get more long-term customers. They advertise your offer to get you even more customers. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win. Making meetings a part of getting their deposit back gives you opportunity to check in and also offer specific upsells for their needs, which is a critical piece. Once again, if you just give their money back and you don't have an upsell offer, you just wasted time, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't make any money. You're not going to be in the business for long.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm boring you, Erica?
No, I mean, you're right. I think that was, some reason wasn't fully clicking in my head. I think it's there now.
What was not clicking?
Well, you have to tie it to an upsell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you need that's why I write these notes down, right? It's a very painful process. It's very deliberate. It took me so long. It took me like a month to go through a book that you read in 2 days. Right? It's just a very painful process. But the good thing is once you have the notes, they're forever. You can just keep reusing them, repeating them. And this is such an important book. I didn't want to miss any notes. I just took detailed notes. Okay. Because this is the reason it's important is because that's exactly our constraint is in the business. Right. The biggest constraint in the business is capital and the slow return of capital. And we need to solve that problem by bringing the cash forward. If we can solve this problem, nothing is stopping us. This is the biggest constraint, like the absolute biggest. That's this constraint is so big. It's the only reason other people don't do this model, right? Because capital becomes a constraint at some point.
And then the high volume, but yeah, I think
that's it. We're making assumption people want to work hard. I'm not saying people who are lazy, they're not gonna. Doesn't matter what the business is.
But the capital. That is the.
Assuming you're able and willing, and you're willing to work hard, the biggest problem you have to solve in this business, in this model, not necessarily the business, but the model that we have, particular niche where you sell everything on owner financing, is how to generate 30-day profits. How do you bring the cash forward? Because if you can bring the cash forward, then you can essentially keep rolling that money.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. The problem is very large because, well, as I said at the start, I didn't even think, we still haven't figured it out, but I didn't even think it was possible in 30 days to actually get more money back than you put in to acquire the property with the owner financing model. Yeah. Unless you're asking for very high down payments, which lowers your...
Right. I mean, once again, there are other ways of solving this problem. Like you could try to sell the note. You could, get
funders.
But once again, all those problems are short-term fixes. They're not a strategic long-term solution. Because if you're selling the note to someone else, now you no longer have a relationship with your customer. And then the LTV, the long-term value of the customer goes down, which we don't want. We want to retain the customer. We want them to stay with us. We want them to buy 10 properties from us, not just one. So the LTV, you cannot just resell your note. I mean, you can, but you're not building a brand then. You're because I've seen other people do this and they customers leave negative reviews. It's like, dude, I bought the property from you and you just turned around and sold the note. I have no interest in someone else owning the note because I don't know them. They're a faceless investor. You know, like if I'm late, I trust you that Erica is not going to default me if I'm late for a few days. But the other investor could be like someone who doesn't care. They're ruthless. They just care about their IRR, right? So those are the things you sacrifice when you sell the note. And also, like when you have investors, once again, now you have to pay them interest. And now if there's default, then you have to, there's a lot of extra paperwork. There's also recordings and, it just becomes more complicated. Or we could just solve the problem. Just solve the problem in-house. Because whenever you can, just like Elon Musk does, right? He's like, problems with battery, I'll just make my own batteries. Problem with supply chain, I'll just do my own supply chain. Amazon, problem with shipping, we're just going to start our own shipping, right? You bring the problem in-house, so it becomes a deterministic problem to solve because you control all possible variables, right? And then if you can come up with solution to solving that deterministic problem, then you remove all outside dependencies, and then it becomes much easier.
Yeah.
To keep the circle going.
I think just so to be clear, what we are trying to do. If we look at a sample property, say a 1/4 acre Putnam County lot.
It doesn't matter. County doesn't matter. What point are you making?
We buy for $3,000, sell for $9,000.
What's the point you're making?
We would need to, in the first 30 days, get like $4,000 back, the cost to get the property plus all the...
Okay. So once again, this 30-day is the ideal benchmark. Right now, the goal is to just improve what we get back in 30 days. And as we get better at upsells, as we get better at downsells, as we get better at continuity offers, as we get better with attraction offers, that number will keep on going up and up and up and up. And at certain point, we will reach the 30-day mark, right? So the goal is not to, right from day one, get all the money back in 30 days. The goal is just to how do we increase what we get back. Maybe it's 90 days. Maybe it's 120 days, right? But keep the day number becoming smaller and smaller, right? So because the problem is if you just think about, it's either 30 days or nothing, then it becomes like an impossible problem to solve.
I also think if we're thinking through this precisely, we also should figure out where on average we are right now.
Yeah. We'll track it.
And then as we test it, we can figure out whether we're going in the right.
No, you could do that, or you could calculate how many upsell offers you are making and how many. Like you could also just look at, because what you're trying to do is do math on where we are and where we're going. Mm-hmm. Or another way to track the same thing is, we used to make 0 upsell offers and we got $0 in revenue from upsell. And now, in the past 6 months, we made 432 upsell offers. Out of those, 42 were taken, and those 42 offers brought an additional $80,000 in revenue or something like that, right? So you can track that as well, right?
Yeah, that's a little bit less precise because if some of the upsells are...
I'm just saying that another way to track from a revenue perspective. But ideally you want to see how much money back you're getting in 30 days. But the only reason I don't like that is because sometimes people make more down payment just because they want to pay off the loan faster. So it's not a like to like. Because what if like last year we had less people?
Well, the way you would do that then is you'd estimate what the average down payment
but once again, that's not.
And then you.
Yeah. You could do averages.
Calibrate between.
Yes, but the method that I was suggesting is like just looking at the revenue numbers, how much revenue brought in from just the offers and how much you brought in from upsells and how much you brought in from continuity.
You just need to then
Yeah. Okay.
consider time.
Yeah.
within
Yeah. Time component. Yeah. Okay. Once again, these are like good problems to solve. Oh, we have so much money coming in. Let's start tracking. Right now, we have zero coming in.
Well, my point being, if you're not tracking at all, then it's difficult to solve the problem because you don't know what the...
No, right now the problem is just move the cash forward. Right now the problem is not, oh, let's try to move the cash forward to 30 days. Right now, just to just move the cash forward, right? So let's baby steps. Because once we nail the offer, once we know, oh, we have enough data and like, all right, people like this upsell offer. Let's do more of these, right? Then it's automatically, the numbers will improve. You can look at the numbers however you want, but the action items remain the same. That's the point I'm making, right? The action items remains the same. You need to make better offers.
To actually solve that problem, you need to figure out what numbers you're working with, because we could do a lot of upsells. If all of them are really small, it'll only move the needle a little bit, Anyway, it doesn't, maybe we're going.
Yeah. Okay. You don't make money on people who fail the program. Real money comes from people who succeed with it and you have something else to offer them. Yeah, we don't want people to fail the program. That's the idea. Because people, if they are successful, they'll spend more, right? That's the gist. The more results you deliver, the more money you'll make. Think long. Make the refund criteria easy to track, align with customers' goal, helpful to their business. Right, we discussed that, right? The refund criteria, make sure it's aligned with what will help them. Make the refund criteria. Oh, I just said that.
Yeah, you
right?
just said that. Yeah.
Make sure you have a good product so you don't have to give out too many refunds. Yeah, of course, if you're adding a service, make sure you do a good job. Put the store credit towards a more expensive offer. You never want people to stop paying you. That kind of made the point. To make more sales and keep more customers, make everyone a winner in private. That everyone feels grateful when you make your upsell offer. And that's it. That's the win your money back offer. Upsell offer, attraction offer.
Yeah. So these are very extensive notes.
Yeah, that was the whole point. Why do you think it took me a month to read a 200-page book? I'm also not a fast reader, but a fast listener. I listen at 1.5x. So it's going to take me like a half a day to finish an audiobook, but it took me a month.
Well, as you see with me, being a fast reader is not a good thing.
Yeah, fast reader, because you lose so much, right?
I don't get anywhere near as much out of a book as you do.
Yeah. All right. But now you are, because you're looking at my notes. So everyone is, hopefully. Everyone, by everyone I meant Harpreet. Hold on. I have a track. I need a rim shot, right?
You do. I thought you had one.
Oh, that came with it, so I removed it.
So the next step, we're going to do a workshop just on the win your money back.
I mean, we'll start with it, and if we complete it sooner, then we'll jump on to the next one.
Okay.
We're not going to restrict it.
Yeah,
We're just trying to keep it 1.5 hours.
Yep.
All right. So should we play some outro music?
Yeah.
All right. Harpreet is here, so maybe we can play the Bollywood themed outro music. All right. Harpreet, be happy. Bollywood themed outro music playing for you. All right. So what's the next step? Someone who wants to be here for the next live stream, meaning just Harpreet.
So we're doing tomorrow, right?
So we'll meet again tomorrow. We'll try to do it. You want to do a little bit early? Maybe around 10:30, 11 a.m. Eastern.
10:30. Yeah, that's fine.
Somewhere around there. We'll put it up, so it will be up on the channel. And that's it. So we'll continue with the money model notes, and today we covered the intro section, what a money model is, and we covered what win your money back attraction offer. Yes?
Yeah.
Win your money back attraction offer.
Yeah.
Theory. And tomorrow we'll do the workshop. All right. Thank you for joining, Harpreet. And
All right.
we'll see you guys tomorrow.